to AIM Academy, and welcome to our Global Innovation Hub. Where innovation is our inspiration, where cutting-edge technology is thoughtfully integrated across all grades, and where learning is immersive as we ensure that our children are prepared for the jobs and careers of the future.
What I love about AIM is the connections that I've made here.
What I love about AIM is the small classrooms.
What I love about AIM is all the support I get from all my teachers.
When we accept a student at AIM, it really does set their path and their future trajectory. We believe that if the students really fully avail themselves of the academic path here and the amazing teachers, the relationships they'll develop with other community members, then their path is really limitless.
I think what makes AIM unique is not only is it an extraordinary school for amazing students who learn differently, we're constantly striving to have the most current research of what works for students who learn differently in our classroom, basically as quickly as possible.
And we really get to work with the researchers and being able to figure out how to translate that into the daily instructional practice. There's an energy to that kind of permeates through not only the teachers, but down to the students. We're always asking for feedback. And so there's a lot of reciprocity between the students, teachers, and researchers. And that I do think is unique to AIM Academy.
I am very proud to work at AIM. We are research-based. I put into practice what I've learned from our professional development, from Pathways, and it makes an enormous difference in supporting the kids, challenging them and supporting them.
It's our goal to get every student to a place where they recognize their learning needs are not a disability, but a difference, right? And that they need different tools in order to be able to be successful, and transitioning to see those moments where they feel successful in the classroom. That's the spark that the teachers really are able to hone in on and foster and grow until they become more independent as learners.
What enables learning here is the spirit of fearlessness, that they're trying to teach children to take a risk, to not hide their difference, but celebrate it. So I think the research to practice is a great ingredient, but the enabling factor is the culture that surrounds it.
I feel like AIM has really just brought me out of my shell. With my old school, with my learning disability, dyslexia, I was separated from classes, and being at AIM, if I need extra help, I can get those resources, and I definitely feel like my teachers understand the difficulties I'm going through.
Great job!
Being with other people who have learning disabilities, it was very freeing, and I definitely feel much more at ease, and anyone can really say that who's known me before AIM, including my parents. They're AIM was the best decision ever. They always say that all the time. I've experienced and done more things here than I ever would at my old school. And I have so many skills that I definitely am going to be using for the rest of my life.
Students are exposed to literacy concepts throughout the day in all of their classes. So for instance, our students in interactive humanities are building a variety of background knowledge about world civilization and different eras in time. Students in science are acquiring specialized academic vocabulary so they can talk in depth about the concepts that they're learning. In math class, students are starting to think about literacy and numeracy and the connection between the two.
One of the things that we start immediately once they enter 9th grade is to prepare them to know their learning profiles, to understand their learning difference, so that they can eventually become great self-advocators. Because that's what's ultimately going to serve them well past high school, into college, and then into the workplace as well, is to be able to walk into any environment and to say, this is who I am, this is how I learn, and then to set up the parameters necessary to make that happen.
AIM prepares me for college.
AIM prepares me to read.
I love that AIM has Wilson here.
AIM has made it easy for me to enhance my creativity in my art, like painting and drawing.
We have a very versatile group of professionals teaching in the arts here that have multiple talents and skills in many different areas within their discipline and in other disciplines. People that are constantly on top of what is happening that is new in the industry and how can we bring that here. It's creative, it's engaging, and it brings with it an enthusiasm to want to learn.
Every day, our students are learning to think critically, collaborate, and innovate. But most importantly, they're learning to build their confidence. So by having the middle school STEAM classroom in our great innovation hub, we are able just to have the space to let my students explore, take ideas in their head, and really bring them to life. These students are taking their passions and their creativity to tackle real-world problems.
Here in the hub, they have access to brand new systems that help them not only with their coursework in grades 1 to 12, but also to help prepare them for their futures. They can take virtual field trips, they can do digital dissections, cooking, they can build 3D content. Sky's the limit. What I think is unique and really exciting about the hub is the fact that we're actually partnering with corporations, universities, researchers, etc., to find out the problems they're facing, and then our students will get the chance to use their superpowers to help solve those problems.
I am a future scientist and I want to solve cancer. At AIM, I learn how to solve hard problems.
I am a future robotics engineer because in our robotics team, we were learning how to build and repair a robot.
I'm a future lawyer. At AIM, I'm learning how to problem solve and work with others.
To me, AIM community means that every student or faculty member who shows up feels welcomed here, that they find themselves reflected back in the curriculum that we're teaching, in the models and expectations that we're setting, and that they can be their authentic selves, and their authentic selves are celebrated and encouraged to form and blossom.
AIM is so uniquely different than other schools that I have taught in, from the feeling and sense of connectedness between staff and students, to all of the programs that are offered here, to the sense of family and support. It allows them to be able to know all of the strengths that they have, that they can accomplish great tasks that are set before them.
I would say the best part about AIM, it would have to be the teachers, because they love what they do. At my previous school, I never had a connection with my teachers. So getting to know about their lives and them getting to know about my own creates a better relationship, and therefore better learning is built on top of that. That helps every student thrive. My life has been changed by AIM, so I think the teachers are the biggest part in it.
AIM is where learning comes to life.
AIM is where learning comes to life.
AIM is where learning comes to life.